Okay, I'm going to show you here. Soros, the asshole, and evil. I mean, well, as you can see, he's a big time leftist and mega Zionist. But the point is that he owns, all in all, 41 million in Cemex stock. And as you can see, this is all the other shit that he owns out of his Soros fund. Then you got a lot of shareholders. Of course, it doesn't show his crap on there, but nonetheless, all these people, America First, Season Return, Snow Capital, Hirschfield, Caribbean Basin, BlackRock, and Dreyfus, and all these other crooked organizations that aren't companies and corporations are just fronts for the mob. All right, that's all it is. Now, we long ago got rid of any organic economy. This shows back in 2013 when he bought 6.25 million. So he has a big, big, heavy load of shares, but so do Viking Global Investors and a bunch of other crooks. And that's them basically slinging money so that way they can get their hands on the merchandise. All right, that's all that is. And they do stuff like that. All right, that's to give them the funds to engage in the CIA criminal operations of drug trafficking, arms deals to the cartels, and laundering the money that comes in from these things, and also engaging in child and sex human trafficking, which is what they do. And we know who does that. So, wink, wink, nod, nod. I can't say it, but this is the Nostra hiding behind a false corporate veneer and then reinvesting the money in the economy. Of course, they don't want you investing. They want to tax the hell out of you, and they want to prevent you from ever having the ability to collect together to exert your collective will, so that way you can punish them for their crimes. Now, here's the deal on this. The Cemex company, and we know it's all the tool of the bankers, the banksters, if we know what that means, uh, is a huge multinational conglomerate that is headquartered in Mexico. Ton of properties, ton of properties, and they are mega, you know what, and they support socialism. They support leftism. They are a nasty company. You've seen them all around, over the place. But the thing is the people that own them, of course, are, you know who. They deal and they connect with all the people, and all these companies have these sites, by the way, especially these international conglomerates. They have properties, private property, and they have their own little waypoints for child sex, human trafficking on abandoned land, on property they own, and they basically just lease it out, to the cartels, which they're in bed with, and the criminal organizations who go out and do the snatch and grabs. They're the ones doing the kidnapping. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of children conservatively picked up and brought into this system every year in America, and millions around the globe. But just judging from America, you're talking about 1 million children sex trafficked conservatively, and most of it you don't see. Very little bit comes above the surface. Many of them are killed. Many of them silent, don't talk about it, try to escape, or just are eventually slung out the door if it's low level. Okay, and you have these little independent operations that pay upward and to the bigger organized crime networks that tax them for using their hood, so to speak. And it's not only MS-13, it's not only the cartels, it's triads, it's your bikers, it's all these motherfucking, the gangs, really, the gangs, and they're all controlled by feds. And they spy, they collect information, they blackmail, they bribe, they go into your local communities, bribe officials, blackmail officials, and do as much as they can. But at the same time, you have secret society and the criminal network, who who control that. And the way it works is it's a top down thing, and they pay money upward and they launder it through the banks. That's where they get their cut from it. And of course they get to procure merchandise or set up deals to get the kids. And of course the American Red Cross is a major drug and human sex trafficker. The American Red Cross is a rapist organization, a fake front, and just like all of them, and they're all sick and twisted. So essentially, when it comes down to it, you have a lot of evidence, and of course the Greens are liars and all these other people are liars. But the point being is they're looking in the wrong direction. This is a major company that is given exclusive government contracts, that is corrupt as hell, tied into the hip of all kinds of criminals, and Cemex is one of the many fronts and many points and many nodes that are doing this. There's a ton of them. It is not just one. And they have highly compartmented operations that run out of them. They have spying that run out of them. They have this, they have that, they have another damn thing. They have a million different things going off at once. And they have the just general fake legitimate operations, which are the front end. On the back end, on their properties, they have rape trees, as discovered there. They're rape trees. There's it's right in the middle of the brush. Rape trees. The freaking bloody knife found. The children's clothes. The cages where they would keep the children, and this was allowed. This is a big little plot of land, acres and acres in the brush, and they're using this front, Cemex, which they're probably doing all over the United States, as a front and a base for human sex, child trafficking, raping them, taking videos, moving them from place to place. And they have maps showing the locations they can go to, because this is a CIA operation. Finders, Big Martin, MK Ultra, all that shit. Okay? Franklin cover up. It is a CIA orchestrated operation of child sex and human trafficking for the purpose of blackmail, for the purpose of control, for the purpose of programs, for the purpose of a million different things, and also just satisfying their lust over you. And you look at who created the CIA, it was Kim Philby, Angleton, Meyer, all those pieces of crap. That's who it is. And you look them up and you see what they believed. You'll find out something. And all roads lead to a certain area, don't they? Uh huh. Later.